Our ESPN Madison UW Credit Union student athlete, Matt Stenbroten, correct?
Correct, yeah.
From Lake Mills High School?
Lake Mills High School.
Three-sport athlete?
Yep, basketball, football, and track.
Do you have a favorite?
Football.
What do you like about football?
Being underneath the Friday night lights, definitely.
Now when you go to college, that's going to be Saturdays, right?
Yep, Saturday in the Dome.
In the Dome.
Yes, sir.
Now you were recruited by a number of schools. You want to list maybe some of the ones that you had interest in or had offers?
Some of my top schools were North Dakota State, Wyoming, obviously Syracuse, Northern Illinois. Those were some of the top ones.
What made Syracuse special?
I'd say just between the atmosphere of the games and then the coaching staff really all put it together when I went on my visit.
Had you been out there before your official visit this summer?
I had not been, no.
Now you were out in June, on the 22nd, 24th.
Correct.
You got the offer on the 23rd?
Yes.
And then how long did it take you to make that decision?
I think it was 4 days. Yeah, 4 days it took me, and then went home, talked to the family and my brother, and then we decided to make the commitment.
Now, your mom with you on the trip?
She was.
And now you've got an older brother who's playing college football too.
Correct, yeah.
And where's Michael at?
He's over at Sioux Falls in South Dakota.
What kind of impact has he had? You list him as your most favorite teammate or most inspirational teammate.
Yeah, I guess he was a big role model for me when I started playing football, and I always looked up to him. So definitely one of the top people I respect and look up to.
Now, you had a chance to play with him in high school.
I did.
You know, about 2 years apart. So what was that whole experience like? Was there big brother, little brother, or was it just teammates when you're on the court or on the field?
I'd say off the field it was definitely a little brother, the big brother, but on the field it was just teammates to teammates. Unfortunately, I didn't really get to play with him for my freshman year, but for my sophomore year, when he was a senior, I got to play with him the whole year. So yeah.
Any lesson or advice he gave you then, or does he still kind of give you, or maybe send you a text or a reminder, before you got games?
Yeah, I guess just everyone's watching, give it your best, and do what you can do.
Now, so football, you're a tight end, wide receiver, and outside linebacker.
Correct.
That's what you'll be playing in college, most likely?
I'll just be playing linebacker in college.
Linebacker?
Yes.
And then basketball, forward?
Yep, the big man.
The big man, yeah, and you look at the size. How important is it for you to be a three-sport athlete to have those other sports? They're talking now, a lot of parents or coaches will say, oh, you got to focus if you want to go to college. Yeah. You're proof that you can get a scholarship playing three sports.
Yeah, I could definitely say that college coaches look at not just the one sport you play, but the versatility between all three sports. So it's definitely something that college coaches like when they look and recruit a player.
When you look back over all those sports, is there a particular moment that's going to stand out, or moments of your high school career?
I'd definitely say here on the new turf field, just a particular moment, a big game for us against Luther Prep my sophomore year. I made a big touchdown catch in the end zone in overtime, so I'd say that was one of my favorite moments because a lot of my players and coaches really liked me right then, and then celebrated, and I think that was the moment when I started to take off from there.
Now, your freshman year, you were playing basketball, and Lake Mills went to state.
Correct.
You had a great game right down to the wire at Monroe. We broadcast that game. I remember that. And then you went there, and it was one and done, unfortunately. Lost in the semis. But what was it like to be in the Kohl Center?
Yeah, it was crazy. It was much bigger than I expected. It was obviously during COVID, so there wasn't a lot of fans, and we had to sit apart from our teammates, but it was just a great experience to be on the bench and watch the guys play.
Now, you're also in track. What do you like about track?
I guess how you put your speed from football to track definitely correlates, so I don't know. Yeah, just running sprints, being with the guys, working with a relay team, because that definitely correlates from track to football being a team sport.
Now, there's one other thing about track. It's social.
Yeah.
It's boys and girls competing, they're traveling together and whatever. What was that like? Are the teams close here?
Yeah, we definitely have a lot of smaller teams compared to some of the other D1 and D2 teams, but yeah, I could definitely say that a lot of our teammates are well connected in that.
Okay. Some of your favorites. You have favorite food?
Yeah, I told you I like steak and lobster. That's a big one, probably once or twice a year. I like chicken Alfredo. Chicken Alfredo is a big one, and my mom makes really good meatball sandwiches. So those are some of the top foods.
What's your comfort food? What mom knows you're kind of down. What's she gonna make for you?
I'd probably say chicken Alfredo, just because that's a solid meal that can stick to your ribs.
So it's tough to order that out, knowing that mom makes it so good at home.
Yeah, you can't. It doesn't compare.
Now, you a Chick-fil-A guy?
Oh yeah.
What's your go-to?
Definitely the chicken sandwich with bacon, good fries, a lot of ranch, and strawberry shake.
We're getting hungry right now just talking
just
about
thinking
that.
about it. Yeah.
Other activities, what are you involved in besides the sports in school?
I like to golf. I like to go out on the lake here. It's a big attraction spot for us, so I like to go out in the lake and ski and tube. I do hunt a little bit, but not a whole lot. Fishing on and off, hunting on and off. So yeah.
Other school activities, you're part of a leadership council?
I am,
or have been, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And what's that like? Have you done like some seminars or get grouped together? And what, that's from all sports coming together?
Yeah.
And what was it for you to be asked to be part of that? What did that mean to you?
I mean, that did mean a lot, because that was when I was going to be a junior, and that was great to see that the coaches thought I was a leader then.
Are you a captain in any sports?
I am. I was a captain in basketball, and I will be a captain this year for senior in football.
Okay. When you say freshman to senior year, you think of all the hard knocks you've gone through. Mm-hmm. What's your advice for freshmen? Somebody coming in going wide-eyed, like here, freshmen out here for football for their first week of practice.
I'd say stick to a plan, stick to a routine. Make sure you're eating and stretching right, getting in the weight room, just studying plays and studying how you can make yourself better on the football field.
And so your parents, what do they do?
We own a painting business out local in Madison.
Named?
STENBROTEN Painting.
Of course. And how much work have you done there?
Just summertime. So try to work part-time between football, and then got to go to work after, so yeah, part-time.
Make a little bit of money, or is this gratis for the family?
Oh no, I definitely work for the money.
Okay. Summertime, typical day, what are you going to be doing?
Probably working. We'll be here at 6:30 to 8, and then I'll shower, go home, and either I'll work or I'll be out with some friends golfing or going to the beach or whatnot.
Yeah, your perfect day. You could do anything. No school, no work. Where are you gonna be hanging out?
I told you, definitely sleep in, wake up, get a good meal. Probably go out with some friends, go hang out, eat somewhere, go to the beach, come home, lift, go to bed, watch some Netflix. Yeah.
Oh, you got a go-to series? Anything you're watching right now?
I told you, All American I'm watching right now.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. And you like the Fast and Furious series, right?
Yeah.
What do you got a favorite character in that?
Probably, no. Paul Walker was a good one, but then he passed away.
That's why, perfect date. You're taking somebody out. Where are you going to be going? What are you going to be doing?
Probably the beach, just hang out, get a quick meal, watch the sunset. Yeah.
You think back in your time here at Lake Mills, you look at where you were as a freshman to now heading off to college next year. What kind of impact has this school had on you? What are you going to remember the most?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's crazy. I never thought I'd be in this position as a freshman, but I am now. So I'd say the school and the community definitely had a big part on who I am now. And then the help from family and friends definitely made an impact as well. But yeah.
Well, I didn't ask your biggest rival, obviously right down the street.
Lakeside
Lutheran. What's it like having a school that close? And there are a lot of rivalries, which can be kind of ugly, but this one seems to be built on respect between the two.
Yeah, it's always a close game, no matter how good you are as a team. It's always a good game. So it's definitely weird having them right down the road, but you can always expect a good game when we play.
Great. Well, this is Matt STENBROTEN from Lake Mills High School, our ESPN UW Credit Union Student Athlete of the Week. Good luck, and hope you have a great senior year.
Thank you, Dennis.